And you know what? Once you're aware, like now, once you're aware that you're in a situation which is the answer to your prayer to be free, and you think, but this isn't exactly what I had in mind. But when you say, I want to be free, then we'll just call it the universe arranges that you become aware of what you need to be free of. In other words, to just say, I need to be free is a reasonably pointless statement. You don't really know what that means. And the Course says, but I know what this means. It's like, we know what you need to be free of is your sense of guilt. Because that's what drives everything else. I mean, that's the primal, awful choice that we made and belief that we took on, and that's causing all the rest of the trouble. Everything else is stacked up on top of that. Right. And when you can be aware of that, then you're 90% home, because you can stand in that observer position and watch and say, and this is where it's helpful to use another name, to say, Larry learned all of that stuff, you know, in your early upbringing, and I know what a taskmaster your father was, you know, and that feeling that no matter what you do, you're not going to do it right, you know, and you look at that as dispassionately as possible, and you learn to do that by doing it. We're not very good at that in the beginning, and to say, I learned to believe a lot of stuff about myself that's just plain not true. And it requires our sitting up and saying, you know what, I am absolutely have every right to be here exactly the way I am, and I'm over judging myself and apologizing for myself and worrying that I'm taking up too much air on the planet. You know, but the awareness of what Larry and company is doing, and all of that early programming, and you're able to get a little distance from it, and the time will come, honestly, when it gets to be funny. You think, look at what a mess. You know, look at the stuff I used to believe.